Today's video is by Bale, Barney's Secret, a fan diary by Bale. Let's get into it.
Barney is a dinosaur that comes from our imagination. This is what we are told in the intro for every episode of Barney.
Barney is a dinosaur from our imagination.
He is just a normal plush toy dinosaur that a group of kids imagine as this big, talking, magical creature that takes them on crazy, make-believe adventures and teaches them life lessons along the way, before turning back into a toy and giving us one final wink at the end of every episode. It's a very wholesome part of our...
His design came a long way, I'm not gonna lie. Like, Barney's design did come a long way, because that kind of looks ugly. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of looks ugly.
Collective childhood. But of course, if I'm talking about it, then you know that I have once again started to overthink a show that was made for little babies. And that's because...
That Teletubbies one is my one, like, the one I first saw of his videos.
If I'm talking about it, then you know that I have once again started to overthink a show that was...
Yeah, this one, this one's a really good video. I enjoyed watching this one. I was watching this one the first time I ever came across his channel, and ever since then I just been like kind of watching his videos. Kind of recommend it. I also like his style the way he does his videos. I like his style.
Made for little babies. And that's because there's another line in the intro of this show. If I'm talking about it, then you know that I have once again started to overthink a show that was made for little babies. And that's because there's another line...
Like, this is just ugly. I'm sorry. Like, it's just kind of ugly. I kind of prefer the fat one, like the fat version of him. Like the fat, like, light kind of purplish version of him.
Line in the intro of this show that's always kind of bothered me. But Mom has never seen him 'cause she doesn't know our secret. What exactly does this mean? What secret? Well, if you look back at the early episodes of Barney and the Backyard Gang, you'll see that Barney's existence was actually a massive secret that the kids kept from their parents.
Would you all like to go right now? Yes! Your mom will hear us.
Tina!
Why he say it like that? Why he say it like that? But your mom will hear us. Like, that sounds so creepy. Like, why he say it like that? Why did he say it like that?
Just in time. Your mom's coming. Gotta go.
Barney! Mommy's coming!
And they never explain why. They even go as far as to physically hide Barney when parents come into the room. Which is strange, because if Barney is just an imaginary friend like we've been told, then why bother hiding him? And it's not like the fact that they have an imaginary dinosaur friend is the secret, because the kids are more than willing to tell their parents about Barney.
Who are you talking to? Oh, just one of our make-believe friends. We call him Barney. He's our dinosaur.
Well, Barney must be a very good friend.
So, what exactly is this secret that they're keeping from their parents? Why do they need to physically hide Barney? What do these kids think will happen if their parents see their imaginary friend? Well, this all takes on a whole new meaning when we look at the episode A Day at the Beach with Barney. In this episode, the kids want to go to the beach, but Michael and Amy's dad is busy working, so they can't.
That was Daddy on the phone, and he's got to work this weekend, so we're not going to be able to go to the beach.
So instead, they use their imagination to make Barney show up, and he takes them on a fun imaginary beach adventure for the day.
Close your eyes and pretend real hard, and I'll take you on a make-believe trip to the beach.
But there's something that happens at the end of this episode, after the kids return home, that will forever change the way you view Barney.
This is the way we want to be. Want to be.
Where did they get the sand?
The kids brought back a bucket full of sand. They actually did go to the beach. This make-believe adventure actually happened, which means Barney is not imaginary. He is real. And the implications of this are kind of disturbing. There is a large dinosaur man who regularly visits these kids and
that's not gonna. That's kind of strange. I mean, the idea that he's telling them not to tell their parents, that raises a lot of red flags. Like, come on, you mean to tell me? That just sounds so creepy, bro. Like, a real life dinosaur man likes to be around little kids, and he secretly is there and telling them not to go tell their parents that he's there. Yeah, I ain't right with that.
takes them away from their homes without their parents' knowledge or consent, and he's convinced them to lie to their parents about him and physically hide him inside of their home, because obviously any parent would be horrified if they came across this massive intruder who routinely kidnaps their children.
Would you all like to go right now? Your mom will hear us.
I mean, just look at how confused and disturbed they are by this bucket of sand. This is not an implication that I am making up. This is something that the show kind of directly tells us. Barney later has a song about stranger danger that is just so hypocritical and hilarious in retrospect.
Never talk to strangers, that's very good advice. 'Cause you just can't tell if they're good or bad, even though they may seem nice. Don't get in their car.
No!
Go back and tell a grown-up friend.
Don't talk to strangers, unless it's me, Barney. In that case, it's fine. Don't tell your parents about me. You can get inside of my Barney mobile. That's totally fine. That's different. Literally, the logo for Barney and Friends is a silhouette of Barney leading a bunch of children away from their homes. This is
Like the Pied Piper.
so weird and creepy once you realize that Barney is a secret that they kept from the parents.
Your mom will hear us.
And we've only scratched the surface of what's really going on with this purple dinosaur. So stick with me, because together we're going to truly uncover Barney's secret. After a quick word from our sponsor. Oh no, I've been in a car! He's also just an ordinary looking toy that only comes to life if the children imagine him. So how is Barney both real and imaginary? Well, the intro of the show never actually says that Barney is an imaginary dinosaur. It specifically uses the words, a dinosaur from our imagination.
Barney is a dinosaur from our imagination.
As in, Barney is a real dinosaur that can interact with the world and be seen by anyone, but he can only be manifested from the power of children's imaginations. It's like he's some kind of supernatural mental parasite that feeds off of perception and belief. It's like he's a cognito hazard from the SCP Foundation. Okay, but then what does Barney want? Why is he secretly taking these kids on these adventures and teaching them things? Well,
That's a good question. So if he's made of their imagination, then he's some type of gotta be some type of supernatural being, not of this world. So where did he come from? Is he some type of ancient being? that's been around for centuries?
The main thing that Barney asks these children to do in pretty much every episode is to use their imagination.
Use your imagination.
Use our imaginations.
Which makes sense because, as we know, Barney needs imagination to exist. But something really interesting starts to happen as the series progresses and more kids start to believe in Barney.
What? Who are you? This is our friend Barney. He's a dinosaur, and he loves kids.
Hi, Derek. I'm glad to meet you.
We're all members of Barney's Backyard Gang, and we'd like you to be a member too.
By episode 4 and 5 of the original series, after Barney has already been introduced to a few new kids, he suddenly gains the ability to magically bring children from their homes to him completely on his own without any warning.
Let me get the rest of the backyard gang here before I explain. I'll bring them all over. Hi, everybody!
And this is something that the kids even acknowledge is weird and different.
We usually call you when we need you. This time, you called us.
It's almost like Barney became more powerful because of the increase in children who believed in him. In episode 5, we also see Tina, a new neighborhood friend, now has her own Barney doll that she can use to summon Barney whenever she wants.
Thank you, Mommy. I can't go to sleep without.
Where'd that come from, though? Like, so, like, is there, like, multiple, like, Barney dolls or something? And where did the parents get it? Like, is it just dropped somewhere? Like, I don't think they buy this at a store. Well, in this universe, like, I don't think they drop them. Like, not drop, like, buy them at a store. Like, I don't. By this logic, by this logic of this conspiracy, I don't think they would buy it at a store. Like, is he just being planted in places?
Barney.
You're right. Barney is special.
And we know it's a new one because it has a slightly different design, and the intro still says that the original Barney doll still lives with Michael and Amy.
Barney lives with Michael and with Amy.
It's clear that Barney's influence and power is growing, and it continues to grow every time they introduce Barney to more and more susceptible children. And this all culminates into the point of no return for this franchise: Barney's first ever live musical concert.
Because he's harvesting the energy of children. That's part of, like, he's just, I'm assuming he's, like, harvesting their energy. He feeds off their imagination.
This is when Barney spreads from just a couple backyard friends into a massive sensation, with tons of new children and even parents now believing in him. It seems by this point, Barney has become so powerful that his existence being known by parents is no longer an issue. Now, he is simply an unstoppable force that no one can deny. And also, we know this concert episode is canon to the lore of the Barney TV show because the kids later mention it in future episodes.
Hey, let's do that song we did in our concert.
This concert represents the moment when Barney's influence reaches a completely new level. We see tons of children, all with their own Barney dolls that they will later bring back to their homes to continue spreading this infection. And it should be no surprise that this concert is also the very first time that the dinosaur himself multiplies.
Let's plan a big surprise for the backyard gang. I'll use my magic and zap!
And this growth only continues exponentially as the years go on and we get more and more Barney shows and movies. Like a virus, Barney continues to multiply into more dinosaur characters. He is now able to fully reveal himself to any parent without any repercussions. The line about keeping him a secret is even removed from the intro. And instead of requiring a large group of children focusing intently for a long time to summon him, now Barney can almost instantly appear.
Barney, what do you think our last book should be? Barney!
And Barney's also reached the point where even if someone doesn't like or believe in him, they can't get rid of him.
Okay, Barney, you're really here because of my imagination, and you're about to disappear.
Cody!
I do not believe in you.
It's okay, Cody. I
That didn't work. I don't think there's any way you could like get rid of him. I guess. I mean, there is, but probably violent.
believe in you.
And all of this leads us to the Barney franchise's most recent and controversial development, the 2024 animated show Barney's World.
Meet Barney, the singing and dancing purple dinosaur.
Yay!
In an all-new animated series.
With a little magical help, the possibilities are endless.
Get ready to explore an incredible new world.
This is a reboot of the Barney TV show, and a lot of people weren't really fans of the animated redesign they did for Barney.
Hey, friends!
It more or less follows the same formula, except with one very notable difference. In this version of the show, for the first time ever, Barney is never shown in his toy form. He is now always just a large magical talking dinosaur, and unlike all the previous episodes, now he never disappears at the end.
I love you.
In this series, Barney can even fly and transform the world in ways he never could before. So maybe this latest entry into the Barney franchise is showing us Barney at his absolute most powerful, where he is no longer bound by a toy or the limitations of children's imaginations. And the smoking gun to prove this is once again in the show's intro, in the very specific way they introduce Barney.
In Barney's world, with your favorite purple dinosaur.
In Barney's world with your favorite purple dinosaur. For the first time ever, the intro no longer describes Barney as a dinosaur that comes from our imagination.
Barney is a dinosaur from our imagination.
He simply just exists on his own, because at this point, Barney has become such a global sensation that he has gained total dominion over our world, and has completely reshaped it into his image.
That's what I was like trying to figure out. Like, so he's like surpassed imagination to where now he's part of our world. He's part of reality. He's broken through into our reality. So he's no longer confined by the toy. He is now sentient and a part of our lives. That's what I was like trying to figure out. Like,
maybe this isn't just an animated reboot of the Barney franchise. What if Barney literally transformed the world into this imaginary cartoon redesign, and what we are seeing here truly is Barney's world? And that is where the Purple Dinosaur story ends. At least for now, until we get that A24 Barney movie that's in the works, apparently. Yes, that's a real thing that's happening. But we're still left with one final unanswered question. Where did Barney originally come from?
I asked that earlier. Where did he come from? Like, especially like if you start off as like a toy, right? And in this universe, in this universe where Barney exists, I don't believe the parents are buying it off the shelves in stores. Like, he has to be somewhere planted. He gotta be planted somewhere. I think he's like an ancient being, like some type of supernatural ancient being.
I mean, maybe this is just a world
kind of like Pennywise. I'll assume like he's something like Pennywise. I think Barney. That's the only way logical explanation I could think of.
Where anything that children imagine can come to life. Maybe there's nothing particularly special about Barney the purple dinosaur, and there could have just as easily been a blue giraffe that took over the world. But remember, Back in the very first episode of Barney and the Backyard Gang, before we ever saw Barney imagined into real life, there already was an existing toy dinosaur in Michael and Amy's home, and we never actually found out where it originally came from.
Oh, Michael, look what I found!
Barney the dinosaur! How'd he get in there?
They find him inside of an old box in their garage, and it seems like they're already familiar with him, but they don't know how he got in there.
How'd he get in there?
Well, I believe the answer to this question can be found hidden in the 1998 theatrical movie Barney's Great Adventure. But just a warning, this movie has some kind of unsettling implications for this franchise.
Join Barney, Baby Bop, and BJ in the magical musical adventure every young child has been waiting for.
Let's go!
Barney's Great Adventure, the movie.
Lots of fun!
In this movie, Barney and a couple of new kids discover a shooting star has landed in their grandparents' barn.
It looks like some sort of egg.
The star turns out to be a mysterious egg that they learn is actually an alien species called Dream Makers.
There's a dream maker inside. Every 1,000 years or so, an egg falls from the skies. A visitor from days gone by who has a gift to share for boys and girls around the world, for children everywhere.
Barney and the kids go on an epic adventure to try and return the egg back to where it first landed, and in the end, they are successful and it hatches into this weird little alien koala thing who can show kids their dreams.
Hey, what are you doing? Look, it's me!
So that's the Dream Maker's gift, to let you see your own dreams.
It's just sort of a generic throwaway Barney adventure. These kids and the Dream Maker never really get mentioned again. But despite that, I believe that it is heavily implied in this movie that Barney the dinosaur is actually the same species as the Dream Maker. Yes, I am going to be claiming that Barney is an alien. This isn't something that's ever stated in the movie, and
I could go with that. It's reasonable. Go with that. You know, him being an alien, that's up there. You know, I was thinking more like something supernatural. You know, some type of deity or entity, but alien. Yeah, I can see that. Him being an alien. Because, I mean, he's not from this world. He truly does not belong in this world.
I can't even find anyone online who's ever come to this conclusion, but I'm pretty damn sure that this is actually an intentional secret left by the filmmakers. I don't know what else this evidence could mean. So, first off, obviously the Dream Maker looks a lot like Barney in his plush toy form. But there's also the fact that the Dream Maker's gift is to show people their dreams.
Abby, is this your dream?
Yes, and I'm seeing it.
We are.
AKA, it allows children to bring what they imagine to life and have it be seen by others, which is exactly what Barney has always done.
My school friends and I have so much fun here. I wish they were here right now.
Use your imagination.
And this would also explain why Barney has always needed children to exist in his big talking Barney form.
The dream maker who has a gift to share for boys and girls around the world, for children everywhere.
The Dream Maker is also described as a visitor from days gone by.
A visitor from days gone by.
And of course, Barney takes on the appearance of a dinosaur, which is a creature that lived on Earth millions of years ago, aka a creature from days gone by. And when speculating about what the egg could be, Barney even says,
"Maybe it's a dinosaur like me."
But I think the most telling moment in this movie is Barney's initial reaction to the shooting star.
To tell you the truth,
Hey, maybe your grandma will know. Let's go ask her.
Oh, okay.
Barney was clearly about to tell them something before he was cut off. He was about to nervously tell them the truth, but then we never get to hear it.
Well, To tell you the truth,
Hey, maybe your grandma will know.
Doesn't it sound like he was about to reveal some crazy lore? And this moment never gets...
Yeah, it does sound like he's about to reveal something. Maybe he's going to reveal that he came from an egg too. From outer space. Possibly. We'll never know.
It's paid off later in the movie. I think that Barney was about to tell them that he has seen an egg like this before because he too came from an egg that fell from the sky, because Barney is actually an alien dream maker. And if you still don't believe me, then take a look at the final shot of this movie.
Barney, this is a...
The Dream Maker and the Barney toy are sitting side by side, very much emphasizing how extremely similar they are. And then, they both have their own versions of the iconic Barney wink. Barney is an alien. This feels genuinely intentional, and this little wink ending has a very unsettling implication for the entire Barney franchise. Literally every episode of this show ends with the Barney toy doing a final wink or twinkle. And now we realize the true meaning of this is that the Barney toy was never actually a toy. He has always been a living, breathing alien who just pretended to be an inanimate object to trick people into letting him into their homes, where he can slowly feed off of children's imaginations like...
Like, I was just saying that. He feeds off of the imagination of children and their energy. That's how he gets his... That's how he can continue living. He has to, like, feed off of something. So his imagination and also their energy. Look at this.
A parasite. Why were they surprised to find the Barney toy in a specific box in the first episode?
Oh, Michael, look what I found! Barney the dinosaur! How'd he get in there?
Because Barney has never been a toy. He has always been able to move on his own. He went into that box because he knew they would find him.
I was right again. It's not like you could buy him from a store in this universe. In this universe where Barney lives, it's not like you can just go buy him. He has to be planted somewhere. So he just plants himself in places where children would find him. I was right. Oh my goodness, bro. I can't believe I was thinking right about this.
There. Every time he is just sitting there in the background of a scene, he is actually secretly watching them. This is Barney's true secret, and it is something that he has been telling us over and over again at the end of every single episode. Okay, well, that's there you go, bye.
Never talk.
Oh, that was Barney's Secret, a fan dairy by Bale. I actually enjoy Bale's videos. I think they're really funny and entertaining.